such an asshole.
Get a very comfortable chair. Dear Cappy, it's been a while. This is my video response from requested 2023. I think the video title was None of Your Decisions Matter If You're Lazy. In short, I'm now 20. Well, that's good. You contacted me now beforehand. I dropped out of a business economics degree a couple of years ago. Good. Completed a software development boot camp. Moved back home with my parents. I'm definitely ashamed of the person I was who made that request. However, future me will probably also be embarrassed and ashamed regarding this request. I don't care, man. I just don't care. I just did a video responding to somebody who just discovered the world isn't perfect and then played a violin. I should have had my violin. You kids are either going to get off your fucking ass and do the work or you're not. And it ain't going to be your life is going to suck if you keep choosing the easy way. And it's not my life that's going to suck. It's going to be your life that's going to suck. And you can be embarrassed or I'm not going to be embarrassed or ashamed. I got your money. The question is whether you want to live with a life. I'm so ashamed of what I was before. All right. Did you make some change? Everyone's ashamed of what they were back when they were younger because you're a douche canoe. Are you going to be a 40-year-old douche canoe? Anyway, that's irrelevant. So what's happened since? Things definitely got worse for a short while as I discovered it's extremely hard to find a programming job in this country without a degree. So I just got a basic job. All right, good. You got a job. Now, why didn't you apply for other positions? Why didn't you go and find contract work? Why are you limiting yourself to what is admittedly a leftist shithole? Since then, I've worked hard and saved and invested a decent chunk of my earnings, but I've also spent a decent amount of money on books and textbooks in an attempt to expose myself to as many subjects in the areas of okay, stop. Why'd you spend so much money on books and textbooks? Don't you have the internet that could teach you this for free? You don't have libraries in your country? Oh, these include certain tests for you to go to university textbooks on math, physics, law, philosophy, psychology, chemistry, and biology. I'm aware I might have a slight case of shiny object syndrome. Tee-hee! Tee-hee! Oops, I don't give a shit, man. Tee-hee! I shot myself, like, literally, if you shot yourself in the foot, imagine that. Tee-hee! Tee-hee! I spent money I didn't have. Tee-hee! OMG! Nervous laugh! I don't give a shit if you ruin your life. I'm sorry, does making a joke out of it make it any better? Does that improve the situation? Tee-hee! Oh, he said thus he spoke the magic words of tee-hee. And we went back in time and the money went back into his account. I slept with a girl who had herpes. Now I got it. Tee-hee! Which is what I'm attempting to solve by gaining a deeper understanding of these subject areas. I don't know why physics, math, law, philosophy, psychology, chemistry, and biology. You can go to used bookstore and pick up a textbook. You go watch YouTube videos. No, you decide to spend money. I mean, you have, but it's way more precious to you because you don't have that much money. I bought a penis lift pickup extended pickup truck, bro. Yeah, I know. It cost you 47,000. I got a car payment. It's like 650 a month. But no, I don't know. You ball sagging moron. I fucked up my life. I'm gonna ask you a question. How do I fuck my life? I did the pot. It's a pretty stupid. Yeah. I'd also want to repeat the same mistake of going to university for the wrong thing. Well, I'm gonna imagine in your country, you didn't waste all your time in university. They make you take a bunch of worthless horseshit classes so they can employ their unemployable loser, liberal arts, social science doctorates. So it wasn't a total waste, I'd imagine. The reason I haven't gone back to university for software engineering is that I know for a fact I would not be able to keep up. I've heard some people on your channel refer to programming as an IQ blood sport, which it absolutely is. The logic of programming sometimes seems completely illogical, whereas the logic of physics is genuine logic. The only thing I could think of as being the reason for this is that programming languages are created by people and therefore don't necessarily have to make sense to work, whereas physics is created by the universe and has to make sense in the eyes of the universe for it to work, although things may initially seem illogical through the eyes of a person. Above, I have listed philosophy and psychology. I do not intend to go back, dude. I don't give a let's do another one. Like if you're lazy, it doesn't matter what you choose for a career. If you don't get to the fucking point, it doesn't matter what you do. This is what is this? This is stupidity. Do you have friends? That's what. Do you have anyone to talk to? I'm not your friend. I'm not your enemy, but I'm not your friend. Your boss is not your friend, and the vast majority of people in the world are not your friend. Doesn't mean they're your enemy, but you will have no friends and no progress in any relationships in life if you hold people hostage, blathering on about your thought process. I have a rule with the girlfriend. The girlfriend early on would talk to me about boring, mundane shit that was not engaging, intellectually stimulating, fun, or flirtatious. And after a while, I say, you're not allowed to talk about boring shit, or dragging me through your thought process about irrelevant things. Uh, what kind of I don't know what kind of shirt should I get today? I'm not part of that conversation. Right? Hey, do you like this lingerie outfit or that on? I'm part of that conversation. What do you want to do for vacation? I'm part of that conversation. So, I was thinking, up, you're not allowed to talk to me. Mm-mm, no. Um, what the fuck? Like you sound like a loser. You have the stench of loser on you because you talk too fucking much. One, people, we're not friends. You're not my family. Again, I don't wish you ill, but I don't give a fuck about your life. I don't want to hear your thought processes about bullshit because it takes my time out of my life. Are you aware other people exist? This would be a good lesson. And I think maybe it is even in the course, the dad you never had. Why are you aware other people exist? What made you think it was good and right for you and logical to write so much fucking bullshit to waste my and your time? You have nothing to do, and like this took you a long ass time, and you're not getting to a point. Now, you're about to ask me if you should go to law school. Do you think a judge who has a docket this tall and high with tons of court cases has the time and a jury for you to talk about your pubic hairs for 3 hours? It's Monday morning, Cappy, why are you so angry? Because none of you motherfuckers get to the point. It's all you and my feelings. Stop talking like a teenage girl and get to the fucking point like a pissed off, grizzled Vietnam veteran. I have listed philosophy and psychology. I do not intend to go back to universities. These are just intellectual indulgences. My predicament is regarding law. Now, I would love to be a scientist. I would generally love to go back to university to study physics, chemistry, or biology, or some other form of science that has been at least some form of decent job prospects afterwards. However, to get into a STEM degree in the university, you need to have pre-test related to the subject you wish to study. And depending on the university, made extremely good grades. Well, that would take effort. That'd be hard. Fuck that, right? I mean, let's just be a liberal white girl from the suburbs and do everything that's easy and then expect good things to come to us. Because of the person I was before and during college, I chose what to certify in out of laziness. You get to choose 3 or 4 one year, and then you drop one, and I chose business, economics, and law. Yes, I know the fool who persists in his folly will become wise, William Blake. So if I want to go back to university for these subjects, I would first require to go back to college to test for these courses again. For example, I want to study physics. I would need to study for the certifications again, further math and physics, which would cost 2,000 no, $3,000 in 2 years of time. It's not necessarily the monetary cost I'm bothered about, it's the time cost. Well, you're gonna be fucking 80 years old by the time I'm done reading this email you sent me, so I don't know what the fuck the point of any of these questions are. As would mean at least 5 more years before I have a relevant degree, so I would be at least 25. Which leads me on to my main point. There's a main point now. My family has always told me I'd be a good lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer all throughout school because it's easy. No, it isn't. Shut up. There's no math. There's no rigor. Just learning a bunch of bullshit. And no. Right now, if this is your writing and communication skills, there is no fucking way in hell you will be a lawyer. I'll tell you right fucking now, no fucking way. If you took it's not even take a ton of writing courses. It's learn to write, however it is. More succinctly, and if you went to Toastmasters and learned to speak and communicate more effectively and above all else efficiently, maybe, big maybe, no. Right now, no. It's the main reason I chose essay-based subjects for my certifications, but I was warned by a lawyer in the family not to do law as it can put people off studying at a university as it's so different. I didn't listen, and it did, in fact, put me off studying at university. I know I'll be a better lawyer than I would be a physicist. Well, okay, sure. But I want to study physics more than I do law. Oh, nosies. Did you just bathe in a pool of liberal white girl blood from the suburbs and just become one? Oh my God. I want to have my cake and eat it too, but there's no way to do it. Cappy is the way to eat my cake. I know I'll be a better lawyer than I would be a physicist, but I want to study physics more than I do law. What would you do with physics? Honest to God, what would you do with physics? You only could go into academia with that. I quite frequently hit roadblocks when studying physics and math while I overcome them. I just don't get those same roadblocks when studying law. It's because law isn't difficult. Law seems to more intuitive for me. I read a book called Letters to a Law Student. I felt like a call to arms, like it's something I meant to. How much money do your parents have? Like where? How is it you have such a lackadaisical? Oh, but I thought about this, and then I looked at the textbooks, and a lot of them started with vowels, and I don't like textbooks that start with a lot of vowels. So I found one that started with some consonants. Whereas physics is something I want to do. I know I can make a better impact on the world as a lawyer than a physicist. Oh, you're going to save the world. Mr. I don't have any money and have yet to support myself living at home. Oh, you're going to improve the world. Oh, I was wondering who was going to be competent enough to support himself and then have surplus economic production and wisdom and insight at the age of 20 to change the world. Don't worry, everybody. He's going to solve all of our problems. But I'm aware your stance on lawyers. Lawyers are necessary. In general, lawyers are scum. In general, lawyers are washed up liberal arts majors who couldn't get a real job with their fake degrees, so they go into law. A lot of, especially here in the United States, a lot of the lawyers are, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to save the planet. Like somebody I just read the sentence before. Here's your problem, dipshit. You still think the world is your bitch. You're operating from the premise that you're going to tell the world what you'd like to do, where it doesn't work that. God, Jesus. I don't want to hear from you ever again until you read How Not to Become a Millennial. You got this idea that the world is going to do what you want it to and allow it. Well, I'm going to become a lawyer. I'd like to do it. World doesn't give a shit what you'd like to do. You go and do what the world wants you to do. And that is how you make the money and carve yourself a living out of it. Now, with the surplus economic resources you get from being an engineer or a doctor or an accountant or things that you don't want to do, then you get to go and live your life and you pay other people in the world to do things they don't want to do, like serve you a sandwich or give you a massage or refine gas for you. That's how the economy works. But you're never, ever, ever going to have any success until you get with the program that you are the world's bitch and that you get them if you and you kind of do jujitsu on it. You find out what the world wants you to do and you do it. And then the world gives you lots of money. And then you tell other people what to do in the world with the money, what payment is. I like to know why you don't like lawyers and you advise people not to become lawyers because most people go into law for political reasons and because there's nothing else to do with their liberal arts degree and they just go into further debt. Now, if you go into like corporate law or you actually can get into a here in the United States a tier 1, the top 14 law schools. Yeah, that's fine. Um there is a call for lawyers, but if you're going to be some activist lawyer, if you're just bored because you have a worthless liberal arts degree and all you know to do is go to school and college, so then you just double down on a law degree. No, don't become a lawyer. Here we go. Obi-Wan Cappy. Decide for me, Obi-Wan Cappy. I have no intelligence. Should I go to University of September for law, graduate in 3 years' time, and continue studying physics and math and various other things on the side as intellectual hobbies? Then once I become a lawyer, I could possibly do a part-time physics and math degree through the Open University. Why do you need it? Why would you have to go and get a degree in physics or math if you're going to become a lawyer? Why don't you just go study physics and math? I don't have a college. I have a minor in economics. That's all I got. I got the job. Now, admittedly, this is an unconventional path. I got the job as an economist because I had studied it and I had a passion for it, but I taught myself basically I did have some courses, but it was through reading and research and statistical analysis of my own that I ended up becoming an economist. Why do you have, unless you're going to go work in academia for math and physics, there's no jobs in that. That's all academic. Unless you want to become a professor in those things. Do you research whether there's a job at the end of this shit for you or not? Which wouldn't require me to do my entry level exams again. This way, I'm making more money in a shorter time. I don't even know why you like. Let's say you do go to law school. Why would you continue studying? Why would you continue going to college to study math and physics? Why not just do it? Or bite the bullet and go back to college for better entry level exams, and then go back to university for a STEM degree afterwards, which is a minimum of 5 years before I graduate from university. On the side note, I'm not necessarily bothered by money. Money to me is just a tool to travel and enjoy freedom. Where are you getting your money right now, by the way, Mr. Lives at Home? I don't need excessive amounts of it. Whenever I've spent what I would consider large amounts of money on nice things, the good feeling lasts about 10 minutes. If that, oh, yes, you are spending. By the way, you missed the minimalism course, how to stop pissing away your money. Well, I guess the only course open now is achieving financial excellence. I know your opinion on passions and life's purposes. While I'm not getting caught up in finding my life's purpose, I do want to earn money doing something that I deem purposeful, which is why I want to know about your stance on law deeper. As if I do genuinely derive some form of purpose in being a lawyer, then shouldn't I attempt to become one, even if science does fast now? Okay, you are in no position right now to decide what you should do for a living. None. You are coming. You have in spite of doing research and spending money on books and reading, you still don't know. And I can understand it. A little sympathetic towards that. Okay. You're asking some rando on the internet, well, should I go under law? I don't know. And you're blathering analysis as to whether, no. It's not that you shouldn't go into law. You might end up going into law anyway. You have no fucking clue what you're doing or what you want to do. And in your analysis, nowhere in there does it pay well. It was all, well, I feel, and this and that, and I got something in my hoo-ha. There was no critical analysis. There was no practical analysis. It was just, throw shit against the wall. Maybe it sticks. And I asked a couple follow-up questions. One, have you had your IQ tested? Two, has anyone in your family been a successful lawyer? And you said, yes, but only scored twice in the free online one, 134 plus both times. Don't exactly get why they put a plus. I'm wondering about the veracity of that test because, like, then everyone's a genius. Everyone gets 134 plus. And maybe you are really intelligent, but your writing communication skills are so bad. There is no way you could become a lawyer, right? That right there alone, this meandering, I can just sop up everybody's time like a sponge, and it doesn't matter because I'm the only person that exists, and nobody else has finite life. That you are, there's no way you're becoming a lawyer. Yes, and you do have a successful lawyer in the family, but not immediate family. All right. Did that person say you should become a lawyer? Family gives horrible advice. I never listen to family members, especially the ones that are poor. I don't listen to people who are not successful, family or not. You should become a lawyer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, why do you think that, Mom? Nah, I don't know. Just felt like something to say. I'm gonna go back to my bobble and trinket store that needs constant bailouts and new loans. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you should listen to me for life advice. um, if you need out of the options you gave me, I would be going back for your certification exams to get your ass back into computer programming or STEM or something that has a job. I would look at accounting maybe because I don't think you have an IQ of 134. I really don't. I mean, you don't have an IQ of 98 either. You're 105, 110 plus. I don't the fact you flunked out of computer programming. I and also I don't did you fully explore all your employment possibilities with the what was it, computer programming certification you had? I mean, you got that. Uh completed a software development boot camp. Okay, that boot camp. You couldn't find any entry level. You could find any work, contract work online. You just said it's in your country. Where did you go elsewhere? Programming that could be done remotely. So you got that. If you got that boot camp, what I would be doing is here's another question. When you sent in a cover letter with your resume, was it long and bullshit like this? You may have gotten the job if you learned how to communicate succinctly. But if this is how you communicate, good lord, yeah, you're not going to get a job anywhere. So first, I take a writing course free, or get a book from the library for free, and get to the point. But generally, in terms of your strategy, I would. Did you apply for jobs out of country? Did you look for contract work? I'd be spending an hour a day on that, sending out resumes and trying to avail yourself of your boot camp background. Uh and honestly, I can't tell you I wouldn't there is no reason for you to go back and take your certification exams so that you can go and attend university right now because you have no clue what you want to do. What you need to do, in addition to applying for jobs with your boot camp background, is you need to sit down and research jobs, careers, professions, not general textbooks or philosophy. Oh my goodness, maybe I'll sit here and stroke my dick. No, not physics. Oh, I just love physics. Who give a fucking shit? How about CPA? Trades? Have you looked at the trades? Pilot, train conductor. Those are the things you need to figure out. You need to figure out what profession you want. And then, then after you've done some research and figuring out what profession you want, then ask, what the world will pay you for. Not, I'm going to whip out my physics stick. Hey, who wants to suck it? I got physics stick. Anyone physics stick? Get your physics stick here. Physics stick. Who wants a physics stick? You, sir. You over there. Do you want some physics stick? I'm going to apply for a government grant so they pay me for my physics stick. No. Oh, you need a CPA. Oh, I'm a bookkeeper. Would you like some accounting work done? Yes, here's your money. Oh my God, see how that worked? Yeah. You need to go, and this could take a year of you sitting down and studying and figuring out what's it like to be this, what's it like to be that. But you're not getting any more generalist college textbook chemistry. Going to study chemistry. It has to balance between the mass and the energy. Oh, look, I could do molar conversions. Molar conversions? Who wants your molar conversions? Anyone want some molar conversions? No, you're doing professions. And you know what? Just going and working, whatever job you say you got a job. I just keep doing that, obviously. But you need to go and you need to research. Korean law. Nope. No. You just be wasting 3, 4 years of your life with this writing ability. Yeah, STEM, sure, that gives you an advantage, but I don't know if you have the wherewithal for it or the intellectual capacity for it. Accounting might be an option to explore further. You don't have to be a genius to do that. But I'll tell you right now, again, the previous video doesn't matter. Your career decisions don't matter if you're lazy. Dude, your career decisions don't matter if you can't get to the fucking point. So you got 2 jobs. You need to learn to write and get to the fucking point. And then you have at least a year wandering in the desert and exploring professions. Look, you're 20 years old, which is still young, okay? But we knock it off with the wandering, meandering, girl in college with her notebook, writing down every little thought that farts out of her ass, thinking it's fucking gold. You need to get more critical and serious and practical about what you're going to do for a job. And I'd be looking, like I said, at professions and careers than general textbooks. Yeah, that's all I got, man. But I'll tell you, no, no, you're not. No, you're not going to become a lawyer. Not until if you were to get some kind of real world working experience and maybe go back to college for that, fine. But you are not going to become a lawyer. No, not with those writing skills. And I would go into Toastmasters. Go to Toastmasters. Show them that email. Say, here's an email I wrote. What's wrong with it? They're going to be like, holy shit. I here's your to-do list, kid. Toastmasters. Go to the library and get a book on concise and succinct writing, and you get to apply for jobs with your boot camp background, both part-time contract and outside of the country. Um, I'd love to see your cover letters. They probably were 8 pages long and never got to the point. And then you're going to start researching professions and careers that have a job. I would go to your country. They got to have enough economic research. Like, where's there a shortage of workers right now? And I go do that thing if it pays. Like here in the United States, like linemen, train conductors, engineers. A lot of the trades are in shortages and they pay well. That's what I would do. All right. Vlad Elkham's in the house. All right. Where's the Chad's first? Chad's here early. Chad is up. He's got nothing up to do. Yeah, it is grumpy hour, Sean. It's grumpy because I get stupid fucking questions first thing Monday morning. All right, let's go to the super chats. Oh, this is weird. No kidding. Wow. I have missed fucking StreamYard. My God. So you guys don't see it. StreamYard is supposed to put all your super chats in one column. And I click over there, but if I do it on live, there's some that are missing. So now, did I miss a bunch of super chats in previous videos? All right. Link below is The Dad You Never Had. It's of course offered on Teachable. I'm into the super chats, don't worry. You young boys just need a swift kick in the ass. I, I, I understand. That's why I exist. I wouldn't exist. I wouldn't have my job if this wasn't the case. Um, but I don't have the time to be everyone's father. So the dad you never have link below. And then for you, the client, I need you to go get the book How Not to Become a Millennial and read all of it. Out there. All right, John, I almost missed your super chat, man. For whatever reason, it didn't show up. $10. The military can work for some people. However, your chance of being raisin or unalived increases. You are the plaything of the government, like DEI, body and soul damaged by the State Department wars. Shit life. Scrolling again. Wisdom Vision Productions, $5. Name a successful person who got their success by asking others for advice and reaffirmation on the best way to live their life. I'll wait. Yeah. This is you're so lazy you have to have me decide for you. I understand guidance. He's looking for guidance. So I'm not angry about him for that. But this, oh well, what about this? What about that? No. I mean, I saved him from majoring in law. I saved him 3 years of his life. Oh, and by the way, kid, when you graduate at 25, that's not the worst thing. That's better than not graduating with a worthless. I mean, what are you gonna do? Wait till you 35? Uh, Wisdom Vision Productions, $2. Stop in all the white girl blood. Hand it over. One baseball fan, $2. First question considering any job. What's it pay? Yep. Yep. Wisdom Vision Productions, $5. My favorite interview exchange, hiring manager. Why do you want this job? Me internally. Why do you think? Because I need money. Yeah. No, that's I think the days of why do you want that? Why do you want to work here? I don't want to work here. That's what you're paying me. What a job is. I mean, because you're offering enough money for me to sacrifice my time. What is there? Do you want to work here? Do you like, oh my God, wouldn't you rather be fishing right now? So this I gotta figure this out. Why did oh man, did I miss a bunch of super okay, now I gotta do another video. This is the mistake economy, ladies and gentlemen. Can't get to the gym, can't get to hiking. I gotta do another video now. All right, that's it. Now I gotta double check 2 chat rooms to make sure we didn't miss. Yeah. Yes, there's a very good possibility I missed super chats. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.